This mountain's never ending. Just seems so much to push through. We'll inspire the message. We'll press on within. One foot before the other. One footprint at a time. One reason left to conquer these roads on which we climb. This mountain's never ending. Just seems so much to push through. We'll inspire the message. We'll press on within. One foot before the other, one footprint at a time, one reason left to conquer these roads on which we climb.
Okay, hi everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you for watching DevRel Asia 2020 interview session. I'm Achi, mainly organizer of the conference. In this time, I will introduce our awesome speakers and chat with them about their talk in 15 minutes. Today's guest is Cherish Santoshi at HackerEarth. Welcome, Cherish. Hi. Oh, I can hear your voice. Maybe it's muted. Okay.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great.
Awesome.
No problem. So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. So, I'm very honored opportunity to meet you, and we can chat with about your talk and yourself.
Awesome.
S-
First of all,
s-
Asushi, thanks for inviting, and it's an honor and privilege to be here and to
mm,
speak at such a prestigious conference. I've always looked at DevRel conference in the past, and it's finally
mm.
it's a great honor to be here and finally speaking with you and the fellow organizers.
Thank you. So, first, please introduce yourself and your career, or what is your technology about, and etc.
Sure. So my name is, like as you know, is Cherish Santoshi, and I'm currently a program manager at HackerEarth. Previously to this, I worked with Amazon in business operations team, and previously to that, I started my developer community's journey started with Google. I was a Google Student Ambassador in my college. From there on, I went on into an entrepreneurial journey where I built small and medium businesses. And I realized that I have a knack of interacting with business and developers strongly and identifying business use cases and translating that to technical challenges and back to business stakeholders. And that's how I went to Amazon for 2 years and then finally landed a program manager job at HackerEarth. Now, currently, I work with a developer community of 4.5 million developers and counting. These developers are from all walks of life. These are students and all the way professionals with maybe 25, 30 years of experience, and they come from a wide technology stack experience. What I look into mostly is hackathons. So if you're a developer who's interested in hackathons, you could join us, compete in hackathons, and apply your knowledge into building something really useful and a product which is of some value. And I also lead a business unit within HackerEarth called HackerEarth Advertising, which means other businesses, our clients can reach out to our developer community through advertising methods.
I see. So can I ask something? What what is a program manager, and what what do you provide to your clients?
Sure. Fair question to us, Atsushi. So, am I saying your name right? Is it Atsushi?
Oh yes, yes, quickly.
Perfect. All right. So, program management is basically program management could involve various scopes, various methods, depending which community, which industry you work with. But at HackerEarth, what program management means is that you work with the clients, you devise a program. Now, a program could basically be anything that you a process which has a start and an end objective, and has various milestones attached to it. So if you're a client, let's say you have a business problem to solve. Like I said, I manage hackathons, so you could have a hackathon for either of the three use cases. You
Mm,
either have a business problem and you want to reach out to the community to get that problem solved. So you want to
mm,
crowdsource solutions, right? That's use case number one. For
mm,
use case number two, you could have, let's say, an API or a product and you want to get that adopted. Let's say you are a tech giant, let's say WeChat or Gojek or
oh yeah, yeah.
PayPal, and you don't have a lot of users in India and you want to get people to adopt that, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
the second use case is that. And the third is you want to brand yourself as a technical company. So like Goldman
mm,
Sachs is a huge company, right? Like, and they have a lot of engineers working behind them, but not
mm,
necessarily perceived as tech company in developer mindshare. So you want to
mm,
brand yourself, right? So
mm,
if you have, so I work with the clients to identify their objective, or I devise an entire program where how will we start, what is the scope of the program, how will we reach out to the community, what our objectives look like, what are timelines,
mm,
outreach, social media, everything,
mm.
the entire hackathon flow, and then finally give them an ROI of what was agreed upon in the scope of work.
I see. And one more questions. What type of hackathon is favorites in India? Like after the COVID-19, so many medical hackathon hold on around the world, right?
Hey, I think I lost you for a minute.
Oh, okay. So what type of hackathon is favorites in India or your areas? Mm, oh, Cherish? Oh, Cherish is gone. Oh, he's removed. Okay, so I'm waiting. He's back. So I he lives in India, maybe. So and currently, they evening time. So I hope to he will be back soon. I will send. I will send a message. Oh, okay, he's back. Okay, welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
welcome. Awesome. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's many times I got on online meetup or online conference. So many
Mhm.
speakers lost the connection a lot. Yeah. So it's a no problem.
Okay.
Okay. So we will move to the next topic about your talk. Please explain about your talk with summary or abstract, please.
Sure. I've worked with developer communities very closely. Right from my college, I started working with Google developer community, which includes students community and also developer experts, and also Google developer groups, Google business groups, right? And I identified a lot of few challenges that were solved by these communities really well. One of the primary challenges that was solved in like no other way was actually a sense of collective conscious, which only came through community. So understand that a lot of colleges in India are tier two, tier three colleges, which without which doesn't have necessarily a right approach to teaching coding or technical competencies. Now, which means that this battle needs to be fought by the student by themselves. Now, this is a lifelong battle. To learn a skill and to learn a skill which is fairly new to them is a lifelong battle. Now, if you have a community that is going to guide you, hold your hold your hand and kind of help you in absence of your mentors, that's great. That helps you a great deal in reaching your goal. So I realized that I could improve upon my skills and also my peers by joining these communities. And a lot of knowledge and a lot of impact that was created in our lives came from these communities, and hence I started contributing heavily into these. Now, as I grew in my professional career, I realized a lot of developer communities actually have a business relevance also, which means if there is a community which is strong and thriving in terms of technical competencies, or any other forte, businesses really want to invest in them, not because the so word of mouth is still the most popular and the most effective way of actually branding anything. A community is actually like if if you're successful in one community, it kind of guarantees an exponential growth of it kind of helps you with exponential growth of your objective of your business objective. So I realized that business community that technical communities have a personal value as well as a business value. And if you're a company who's going to launch something and need technical mindshare, it makes sense for you to actually invest in communities rather than spending your advertising dollars in acquiring developers one by one, because not only you're saving a lot of advertising budget, but you're also getting a lot of mind share for a long term if you invest in communities. And that's what my talks is all about, that how can technical developer communities or any developer communities really can help you reach your business use case in a cost effective way and potentially disrupt the entire ecosystem.
I see. I think it's a very important point to uh, do the developer relations and making communities. So I have some questions and uh,
Mhm.
why the developers choose the company's product? Because there are so many competitors and there are so many technologies, but the developers choose you or your client's product, right? So what is the advantage
Mhm.
and why they choose your product?
Hmm. All right. So if I understand your question right, you're asking if there is a product or there is a technology that I'm pushing to my developers, and
Yeah,
why would developers subscribe to these, right?
yeah, 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 yes.
All right. So fair question. And yes, awesome. Okay, so good question to ask here. Uh, so one way to look at it from a business point of view is that whenever you're marketing something to your developers, you're not marketing it to everybody. You've
Mm,
already identified the need, the demographic of of the developers that is going to resonate with your product or API.
mm,
So if you're a developer who is a student versus if you're a developer who's 4 years into the industry into fintech, right?
mm,
And I come with a payment-based app, I would target somebody who's into the industry and is already doing something fintech work. So the
mm,
likelihood of adoption there gets higher, right? And not every developer is going to subscribe to every product. We know that not every product is for everyone, right?
mm,
Once that is being taken care of, look at now we let's look at it from a developer's point of view. Um, Developers mostly are curious, like the mindset of developers are basically understanding things,
mm,
curious about how things work, and breaking them or making them again to understand how internal functions work. Now,
mm,
every product or every API that we are going to put forth for the developer, if that
mm,
generates interest in them, if it remotely touches based on the technology that they're from or that they're competent in, it makes sense for them to actually come and play with it, right? So
mm,
we need to ensure that not every product is being marketed to everybody, but it kind of resonates with the inherent need of a developer of curious mindset and also their technical competencies.
mm. I see. So I want to know what is the difference between uh, like a programming language community or open source community and
Mhm.
B2B communities.
Okay. So at HackerEarth, we primarily work with developer communities which are from all walks of life. They could be
Mhm.
from open source, they could be from any technical programming language,
Mm,
but we don't have B2B communities. So the reason we have such kind of huge audience, it actually benefits because we've very frequently seen an overlap of a technical competency or somebody who's from short and very strongly from JavaScript actually contributing to an open source community, right?
mhm,
Somebody who's from open source actually finds their niche within a technical, a pure tech, let's say, Python or maybe Go or maybe R,
mm,
and they try and move around.
mhm,
One of the things that is very helpful for us to realize here is that uh, competitors and especially developers actually contribute to a lot of communities than just one.
mhm,
If there is any business relevance or any product that is coming forth to light within that community, it is very likely that they're willing to contribute towards that.
mhm, mm. I
Uh,
see.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Cherish. You have great careers of developer relations, and you have very good knowledge. You have very good knowledge of hackathon and developer communities. So uh, I I hope you will enjoy our conference also, and please, really, please enjoy the conference. Okay.
I guess, Rishi. Thanks for inviting and thanks for the interview. I look forward to seeing you in the
Okay.
conference.
Yeah. So in this time, interview is done, and our conference, DevRel Asia 2020, will be held on the November 14th. Save the dates, everyone's, and waiting the day. So, next interview will be start soon with Shadrach Akitayo. Okay, everyone, see you next interview. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.